You know, in our crazy, hyper-connected world, we just expect the power to be on. It's a given. But behind the scenes, there's this invisible infrastructure that is literally the only thing stopping total chaos when the grid goes down. Today, we're diving into that unseen power that keeps our world running.
All right, let me ask you something. What do these three places really have in common? I mean, they couldn't be more different, right? But they all share one single terrifying weakness, a power outage. And they all count on the exact same solution to prevent an absolute catastrophe. The answer is these: uninterruptible power supply batteries, or what everyone calls UPS batteries. Think of them as the silent guardians of modern life, the instant-on life support for our most vital systems.
So what exactly are these silent guardians? Let's break down why they are so fundamental to our daily lives, even though, let's be honest, most of us will never ever see one up close.
See, a UPS battery isn't just a backup generator that takes a minute to kick on. It's an instantaneous bridge. The absolute moment grid power so much as flickers, these systems take over with zero delay, not a millisecond. This isn't about convenience. It's about stopping a complete system-wide failure. They are truly mission critical.
And what are they protecting? Oh, just the absolute cornerstones of society. We're talking about the ventilator keeping someone alive in a hospital, the servers at the stock market processing billions of dollars, the 911 call that sends an ambulance to save a life. They keep the internet running, our data safe, and planes in the sky safely guided. The stakes are just immense.
To really get how important these are, you have to imagine the alternative. So let's quantify the chaos. What is the real, tangible cost when one of these silent guardians fails? Get your head around this number. A major stock exchange goes dark. For every single minute it's offline, the potential loss can hit $6 million. That's $100,000 a second. Just vanished. All because the power went out?
And this is where it gets really stark. Look at the breakdown. A huge data center could lose $1 million a minute. A big hospital, maybe 100,000. But then you get to the 911 call center. And the cost isn't measured in dollars, is it? It's measured in human lives. And that's a cost you can never get back.
So, with stakes this high, these systems can't just be reliable. They have to be pretty much perfect. And they are. When they're properly maintained, they can deliver 99.999% reliability. In the industry, they call that 5 nines. To put that in perspective, that means just over 5 minutes of downtime in an entire year. That level of dependability has saved billions and billions of dollars and who knows how many lives. But it's not magic. It has to be earned.
So who earns that 5 nines reliability? Well, it's a very specific group of highly specialized technicians. And the environment they work in, it's one of the most hazardous you can possibly imagine. Welcome to the danger zone. This quote from a technician in the field, it says it all. They're working right next to these 480-volt DC bus bars. Basically, thick, live rivers of raw electricity. If you make one tiny slip, you can cause an arc flash. That's a violent, explosive blast of energy so powerful it can literally turn a solid steel wrench into vapor. Instantly. That's their office.
And the crazy thing is, it's not just the electricity. They're moving batteries that weigh up to 600 pounds, often in these cramped, hot spaces. They've got to worry about hydrogen gas building up, which is super explosive, not to mention the risk of severe acid burns, getting crushed by equipment, and of course, fatal electrocution.
And look, these aren't just theoretical what-ifs. The numbers prove it. Every year in the U.S., we see over 1,000 non-fatal electrical injuries and around 160 deaths. The risk these technicians face every day is very, very real.
So how do you survive a job like this, let alone get it done right? You rely on a strict, methodical playbook of safety rules, specialized equipment, and just plain hard-earned expertise.
It all starts with their gear, their personal protective equipment, or PPE. And this is basically a modern-day suit of armor. Every single piece has a critical job. The face shield protects against that violent arc flash we were talking about. The gloves are insulated and acid-resistant. Their clothes are flame-resistant. Even their tools are insulated so they don't accidentally create a deadly circuit.
But all the gear in the world can't save you if you forget the single most important safety procedure. It's called lockout/tagout. Before any work starts, the tech makes absolutely sure the circuit is dead, locked off, and tagged so no one can accidentally flip the power back on. This rule is unbreakable. It's everything.
And when you watch them work, you realize it's not just heavy lifting. It's a precision engineering procedure. After they lock out the system, they use these specialized lifts to handle the crazy weight. Every single connection has to be tightened or torqued to an exact specification. Too tight or too loose, and the whole system could fail. Then they commission and test everything under a full load to guarantee it will work perfectly when it's needed most.
And this is where we come full circle. All of that incredible skill, that training, that courage to work in such a dangerous place, it connects directly back to the seamless world that we all just take for granted.
I mean, just look at this. This chart is basically a blueprint of modern society. And what's so striking is how every single critical sector is on this list. Our data, our health, our money, our safety, our communications, every single one is completely dependent on that power staying on.
So when it all comes down to it, what have we got? These folks aren't just maintenance workers. They are highly trained experts who operate at the intersection of extreme danger and absolutely critical infrastructure. They're the unsung heroes who literally keep our world running when the lights go out.
So the next time the lights flicker during a storm and nothing happens, your internet stays on, your phone still works, just remember, that's not an accident. It's because somewhere a silent guardian is standing watch, and it was maintained by a very real one. The modern world runs on a hidden power source, and now you know who its guardians are.